Making his way to the ring from France, weighing in at 243 pounds, the bad guy, Valentine.
And now we're just moments away from this huge fatal four-way match.
You're absolutely right, Michael. This match is huge. And from talking to some of the superstars earlier today, I'm willing to bet the monitors in the back are sold out for this one.
A big-time fatal four-way match coming up here, guys.
Which means, believe it or not, we're going to be sending away 3 of these superstars with a loss here tonight.
One of the aspects to this type of match which makes it so interesting is that it can lead to the formation of unlikely alliances. Just another thing to have to worry about when you're competing against 3 other superstars all at the same time.
You have to wonder where these 4 competitors are mentally right now, heading into what will undoubtedly be an intense battle.
Many times in a fatal four-way match, we've seen superstars join forces for the moment in taking out a dominant entity. This could be someone like Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, and Nia Jax as examples. When a superstar has that type of power and can be that dominant, competitors will put their differences aside in hopes of eliminating that force from the match.
I like the way you describe this match, Byron. It's one giant free-for-all. And while it's exciting to watch, it's absolute torture on these superstars.
It is, Cole, and unfortunately, matches like this usually result in injury. Sometimes serious injury.
Oh, right in the face.
Destroyed. Harsh impact. Oh, nasty impact.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
say, watching this match, I'm definitely seeing similarities to the May 2016 Extreme Rules match, where Roman Reigns defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles.
Nailed it.
When it comes to brutality, I would agree with Michael Cole's assessment that this match shares similarities with the 2016 Reigns-Styles match. Though for me, the biggest story of that night came after the match.
I'd agree with that for sure. Absolutely nobody thought they'd see Seth Rollins on that night, especially Roman Reigns. Ooh, what impact.
Drop kick!
Oh, great height.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
Well, this certainly escalated in a hurry. I don't think any of us expected to see him fall behind so quickly. When I talk about Fatal 4-Way matches, I always think back to the classic battle at Backlash 2007 between Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Randy Orton, and the Rated R superstar Edge. The action was so fast and furious from the get-go, it served as a prime example of why a superstar needs eyes in the back of their...
Uh-oh. Slam! He needs to capitalize on it now. That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude.
He's stumbling some now. He's definitely starting to feel the pressure of this Fatal 4-Way match, guys.
Looks to me like he's on Dream Street right now, fellas. That's not a place you want to be when you're in the ring with these three guys.
This match certainly isn't...
Oh, man! What a nasty STO.
I'm not sure how much he has left. Let me tell you, the human body was not meant to be slammed like that.
Just before 3. That was real close.
Not yet. In matches like this, guys, you learn very quickly which superstars have what it takes to truly get extreme.
Harsh impact.
And there's his speed paying off. He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
When this guy's on,
Super kick.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Corey, as you mentioned before, I know how fond you are of contests that have the no count out, no disqualification stipulations attached to them. For a superstar competing in a Fatal 4-Way, they have to remember that could mean being the victim of a brutal assault, and they never see it coming.
That's exactly right, Michael. Since the Fatal 4-Way...
No way.
End of days!
Just when you...
Look at this. And he got a near fall out of it.
How'd he do that?
He might have it. Without a doubt, this is a volatile situation, guys. WWE superstars are dangerous without weapons. Then you put them in an environment like this, and who knows what you're liable to see.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Uh-oh. Beautiful technique.
Hard to argue Michael's point on volatility and the volatility of this match, but what I think oftentimes gets overlooked is the mental anguish that goes along with competing in a match like this.
Oh, boo-hoo, cry me. We've arrived. It's about time for the bitter end.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Into the pay window.
Digging deep for a kick out.
He's got some more fight in him, guys.
He's looking at it.
You gotta believe this one's over. As we've seen in the past, Extreme Rules matches create a type of hysteria that's difficult to describe, even more difficult to contain.
Drop down. Now leapfrog. Bam! What a slam. Byron, earlier you talked about the importance of timing and being resourceful in a Fatal 4-Way match. That reminded me of the #1 contenders match we saw on Raw in April of 2017. Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Mickie James collided to see who would face Bayley for her Raw Women's Championship. Let's just say in the end, Miss Bliss took advantage of a situation.
The 5 Feet of Fury has her master's and doctorate in timing and resourcefulness. After Nia Jax sent Mickie James flying off the top rope and flattened Sasha Banks with a Samoan drop, Bliss blasted Nia out of the ring with a dropkick and pinned the Boss to become #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship. It was brilliant.
Of course, Extreme Rules matches have resulted in some gruesome moments over the years, and perhaps none was more gruesome than in 2012 when Brock Lesnar busted John Cena open following a vicious attack.
Lesnar's attack on Cena in 2012 was without question gruesome. And furthermore, I don't think I've ever seen John Cena manhandled like he was on that night.
Yeah, Lesnar definitely brought it to Cena that night. But what's truly amazing is that John Cena eventually found a way to win that match.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Here it comes. He's got him.
Lands this, and he is done.
Facebuster!
We may be looking at...
He can end it here. 2, 3. Got him. Big victory in the fatal 4-way.
And from France, weighing in at 145 pounds, David.
Guys, we have 4 of WWE's biggest names set to do battle here tonight.
And Michael, I can realistically see any one of these 4 superstars winning this match, which is what makes this match so unpredictable.
And from New York, weighing in at 236 pounds, the superstar, Alex Winters.
Byron, what's the thought process for these superstars heading into this fatal 4-way match?
Well, you almost always see alliances form in matches like this. So for these superstars, it'll be important to make sure they're not on the wrong end of those alliances.
The 4 men in the ring are set. One of the most chaotic contests a superstar can compete in is a fatal 4-way. Anything can happen, and the match can be over in an instant.
When you're a superstar in a fatal four-way match for a coveted WWE championship, or to be #1 contender, or just to settle a score, there are times you could be in there with a tag team partner, a friend, or an ally. I don't subscribe to such things, but remember, in a fatal four-way singles match, it's about every superstar for themselves.
This is a treacherous match indeed, as Corey was saying. I can't even tell you how many times we've seen Extreme Rules matches result in broken bones, stitches, and even trips to a medical facility.
Yeah, but despite all those inherent dangers, these superstars still willingly sign up for Extreme Rules matches. That's what amazes me the most.
Boom, what impact!
Oh my.
Keep your eye on this one.
Oh my gosh.
Scoop slam.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, what impact.
Big boot.
Oh, spinning heel kick.
That'll rock anybody.
Neck breaker. Big move coming.
Wait for it.
Nailed it.
I can't believe it, Michael.
This is it.
Big time slam. Vicious.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
No trouble getting out of that one.
How? How?
Backbreaker.
Going for the big one.
Inverted DDT. Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think, ooh, what impact. Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Harsh impact.
Stationary position, turns around.
Oh,
moonsault.
incredible, Jody.
Oh, and it's a reversal.
Something that a superstar must remember in a fatal four-way match is that there are no countouts and no disqualifications. I love the sound of that. Just think of all the possibilities. The match can end up in a brawl in the crowd, or on the stage, or in the locker room, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Nailed it.
You gotta believe this one's over.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
Corey, as you mentioned before, I know how fond you are of contests that have the no count-out, no disqualification stipulations attached to them. For a superstar competing in a fatal four-way, they have to remember that could mean being the victim of a brutal assault, and they never see it coming.
That's exactly right, Michael. Since the fatal four-way is no count-out and no disqualification, an attack can come by way of one of the opponents in a match lurking outside the ring, just waiting for the right time to strike, or outside interference. And it's all legal.
I gotta say, watching this match, I'm definitely seeing similarities to the May 2016 Extreme Rules match, where Roman Reigns defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles.
The devastating Orton stop.
When it comes to brutality, I would agree with Michael Cole's assessment that this match shares similarities with the 2016 Reigns Styles match. Though for me, the biggest story of that night came after the match.
I'd agree with that for sure. Absolutely nobody thought they'd see Seth Rollins on that night, especially Roman Reigns.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
If you ask me, guys, matches like this where there are essentially no rules are one giant free-for-all where absolutely anything can happen.
Up against the barrier.
Oh, torturous knee.
He wants no part of the outside. I like the way you describe this match, Byron. It's one giant free-for-all. And while it's exciting to watch, it's absolute torture on these superstars.
It is, Cole, and unfortunately, matches like this usually result in injury. Sometimes serious injury.
Of course, Extreme Rules matches have resulted in some gruesome moments over the years, and perhaps none was more gruesome than in 2012 when Brock Lesnar busted John Cena open following a vicious attack.
Facebuster!
Man, that was vicious.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Michael, 3 of the 4 superstars in the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match held both the NXT and WWE Women's Championships in Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and the Boss, Sasha Banks. Those resumes didn't intimidate Nia Jax, who started the match off in dominating fashion and cleared the ring of her competition, until the trio joined together to eliminate the Samoan powerhouse.
It was then the Queen versus the Boss versus the Hugger. Charlotte displayed her genetic superiority when she eliminated Sasha Banks, and that made this a one-on-one matchup between familiar foes. After a Macho Man elbow from the top rope, Bayley retained her Raw Women's Championship.
We can also see a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, which means 16 superstars are participating, and one from each team is in the ring at the same time. Similar to a Fatal 4-Way.
Look at that a second time.
Beautiful technique.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Just as devastating the second time around.
Byron, earlier you brought up the 16 superstar 4-way elimination.
Gonna take a trip, gentlemen. Straight down 201.
Face breaker.
That's how you put an exclamation point on a match. The Fatal 4-Way match works like this. 4 superstars are in the ring all at once. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. You have 4 superstars.
This could be all she wrote.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Schoolboy. Nope. Rolls through.
Super kick!
That should do it.
As Corey mentioned, there's a treasure trove of weapons under the ring. Everything from kendo sticks to steel chairs to fire extinguishers. If you can think about it, it's probably under there.
And when that's the case, it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt, it's a matter of how badly you're going to get hurt.
Guys, you never know what you're going to see in a match like this. And if you need proof of that, just go back to watch Daniel Bryan versus Kane from Extreme Rules 2014.
Oh, the jumping, spinning heel kick.
Right on point.
How much more punishment needs to be dished out? Just finish it!
I think this one's over.
As Corey mentioned, Daniel Bryan versus Kane from 2014 provided scenes we never thought we'd see. Most notably for me was Bryan carrying Kane.
Gonna take a trip, gentlemen. Straight down to... Oh! That might have done it, Cole.
Even better the second time around.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Without a doubt, this is a volatile situation, guys. WWE superstars are dangerous without weapons. Then you put them in an environment like this, and who knows what you're liable to see.
Looking at it here.
Oh, nasty impact.
This one's over, guys.
Here's a cover.
Hard to argue Michael's point on volatility and the volatility of this match, but what I think oftentimes gets overlooked is the mental anguish that goes along with competing in a match like this.
Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river, Saxton. These competitors knew exactly what they were getting themselves into when they chose this profession.
When this guy's on, look out.
As we've seen in the past, Extreme Rules matches create a type of hysteria that's difficult to describe, even more difficult to contain.
That's what you call a bad landing.
Hoping to end it here.
This is it.
A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Close call.
I'd have to agree with what Byron's saying. When you've got action taking place all over the arena, complete with every weapon imaginable, it's not easy to keep up.
Well, try, Cole. That's what you're getting paid for, isn't it?